The Winter Palace, a symphony of gold and marble, a testament to the Tsar's boundless power. Every gilded chandelier, every meticulously crafted artwork whispers of unimaginable wealth. This is the heart of Imperial Russia, a world utterly removed from the lives of most of its people. Beyond the palace walls, a different Russia exists, a Russia of endless toil and meager existence. These are the serfs, bound to the land, their lives dictated by the whims of their landlords. Their homes, simple wooden huts, offer little respite from the harsh realities of their lives. This is the human cost of an empire built on servitude, a world away from the Tsar's opulent court. While Western Europe surged forward, embracing innovation and progress, Russia lagged behind. Outdated infrastructure, limited industry, and widespread illiteracy held the nation captive in a cycle of stagnation. This disparity, this sense of being left behind, bred a simmering discontent, a yearning for change that would soon ignite the flames of revolution. From the battlefields of Europe, Russian soldiers returned home, forever changed. They had witnessed a world beyond the Tsar's autocratic rule, a world of freedoms and rights, of constitutions and representative governments. These seeds of change, sown in foreign lands, would soon take root in Russian soil, blossoming into a movement that would challenge the very foundations of the empire. Paris, London, cities of vibrant life and bustling commerce. Here, Russian officers encountered a different world, a world where citizens had rights, where governments were accountable, where ideas flowed freely. These experiences challenged their assumptions about Russia's autocratic system, planting the seeds of doubt and dissent. Even amidst the chaos of battle, conversations sparked. Russian soldiers and their European counterparts shared stories, debated political philosophies, and compared their nations. These exchanges, often held under the shadow of death, left a lasting impression. They broadened perspectives and ignited a hunger for change in the hearts of many Russian officers. Across Europe, liberal ideas spread like wildfire, challenging the old order of monarchs and empires. Carried back by the returning soldiers, these ideas found fertile ground in Russia, where autocratic rule stood in stark contrast to the democratic ideals taking hold in the West. The stage was set for a clash of ideologies, a battle for the future of Russia itself. They returned home, these soldiers of the Tsar, but they were no longer the same. Their minds were filled with new possibilities, new aspirations. How could they reconcile the freedoms they'd witnessed abroad with the stifling realities of Russian society? Out of this struggle, a secret movement would emerge, the Decembrists. In the shadows, a movement takes shape. Whispered conversations, coded messages, clandestine meetings. These are the Decembrists, united in their desire for a new Russia. They know the risks. Treason is punishable by death, but their commitment to change outweighs their fear. The movement grows, spreading north and south, forming distinct branches with varying visions for Russia's future. The Northern Society favors a constitutional monarchy, the Southern Society a republic. Despite their differences, they share a common goal: to end the Tsar's absolute rule. Suspicion hangs heavy in the air. Every shadow seems to hide a potential informant. The Decembrists live in constant fear of discovery, knowing that betrayal could mean imprisonment or even death. The Tsar's secret police are ever watchful, their eyes and ears everywhere. What shape will a new Russia take? A republic? A constitutional monarchy? How to achieve a better future? These questions fuel passionate debates among the Decembrists. Their visions may differ, but their shared goal to liberate Russia from autocratic rule binds them together in a common cause. Pavel Pestel, a fiery revolutionary, envisioned a Russia transformed. His Russkaya Pravda, a blueprint for a new nation, called for a centralized republic, the abolition of serfdom, and the redistribution of land. A radical vision, a complete break from the Tsarist past. Nikita Muravyov offered a more moderate path. His constitutional draft proposed a constitutional monarchy, a system where the Tsar's power would be limited by a bicameral legislature. A compromise, preserving some aristocratic privileges while embracing elements of Western-style governance. Republic or monarchy, centralized or federal. The Decembrists debated fiercely, their visions for Russia's future often clashing. This intellectual ferment, this diversity of thought, while a testament to the movement's dynamism, also posed a challenge. Could they find common ground? Amidst their differing visions, one demand united them all: the abolition of serfdom. The brutal system that bound millions to the land, that denied them basic human rights, had to end. This was the moral core of the Decembrist movement, their unwavering commitment to a more just and equitable society. (1825) Tsar Alexander. I dies unexpectedly, leaving Russia in a state of uncertainty. There is no clear heir, no designated successor. The suddenness of his death throws the empire into confusion, creating a power vacuum that will have profound consequences. The throne should have passed to Constantine, Alexander's brother, but Constantine has already renounced his claim, preferring to remain in Poland with his morganatic wife. The legal and political complexities of the succession create further turmoil, deepening the sense of crisis. Nicholas, Alexander's younger brother, steps forward to claim the throne, but his claim is contested, his legitimacy questioned. As he prepares for his coronation, unrest simmers beneath the surface, tensions rising within the court and throughout the empire. The succession crisis presents a rare opportunity, a moment of vulnerability, a crack in the facade of autocratic rule. The Decembrists see their chance. In secret meetings, they plot their move, sensing that the time for revolution is at hand. December 26th, 1825. A cold, grey morning in St. Petersburg. Small groups of soldiers, their faces etched with determination, begin to gather in Senate Square. They are Decembrists, and they have come to defy the Tsar. Their demands are clear: a constitution, an end to serfdom, a government accountable to the people. They read their manifesto aloud, their voices ringing with passion and conviction, a direct challenge to the Tsar's absolute authority. For a moment, the outcome hangs in the balance. Loyalist troops hesitate, uncertain of their orders. Some even seem sympathetic to the rebels' cause. Could the uprising succeed? Could Russia's future be changed this day? Then the cannons roar. Grape-shot tears through the ranks of the rebels, shattering the fragile hope of a peaceful resolution. The uprising is crushed, drowned in blood and snow. The dream of a new Russia lies in ruins. The Tsar's retribution is swift and brutal. Decembrists are rounded up, imprisoned, and interrogated. The dungeons of the Peter and Paul fortress become a grim testament to the Tsar's determination to crush any opposition. Show trials, orchestrated by the Tsar, offer a mockery of justice. The verdicts are predetermined, the sentences harsh. The Decembrists are condemned as traitors, their calls for reform dismissed as treason. 5 Decembrist leaders are sentenced to hang. Pestle, Ryleaf, and their comrades face their deaths with courage and defiance. They become martyrs for freedom, their sacrifice etched in the memory of the Russian people. Hundreds of Decembrists are exiled to Siberia, a vast and unforgiving land. Torn from their families, they face an uncertain future, a life of hardship and isolation. Yet, even in exile, their spirit remains unbroken, their commitment to their ideals unwavering. In an extraordinary act of courage and devotion, many of the Decembrists' wives choose to follow their husbands into exile. Leaving behind lives of comfort and privilege, they embrace a future of hardship and uncertainty, their loyalty a testament to the power of love and conviction. Though defeated, the Decembrists became symbols of resistance, their ideals echoing through Russian culture. Writers like Pushkin immortalized their struggle in verse, their names whispered in secret, inspiring future generations to fight for freedom. The Decembrist Uprising, though brutally suppressed, ignited a spark that would not be extinguished. Their ideals of freedom and reform lived on, inspiring future generations of revolutionaries to challenge the Tsar's autocratic rule. Shaken by the uprising, Tsar Nicholas II tightened his grip on power. Censorship stifled dissent. The secret police hunted down any hint of rebellion. The Decembrist revolt, meant to usher in an era of freedom, instead ushered in an era of repression. To maintain his iron grip, Nicholas created the third section, his secret police. Its agents infiltrated every level of society, their watchful eyes and ears ensuring that any opposition to the Tsar was swiftly and ruthlessly silenced. The Decembrists may have failed to overthrow the Tsar, but their legacy lived on. They became martyrs for the cause of freedom, their sacrifice a constant reminder of the yearning for a more just and equitable Russia. Their dream, though deferred, would eventually inspire the changes they had fought and died for.